What's up, guys? It's your girl Diana from of course Shaking the Culture, and I'm here with
Leezy Graii hailing from Fifth City, Illinois. East Garfield Park, stand up. Chicago, Illinois, stand up.
Say you love me, why would you lie? You see my call, didn't reply. Don't wanna say that's some other guy, 'cause you call me insecure. Don't wanna do this no more.
that is cool. I didn't know you were from Chicago.
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised. West Side.
Really? Okay. How long have you?
Blue Line, baby.
When did you come to Atlanta?
When I was 17. I moved down here with my mother when I was 17. And I've been down here ever since. I just turned 23.
Okay.
So, about 6 years.
That's cool. What do you think? Do you prefer Chicago or Atlanta?
You know, people always ask me that. And it's like, you know, ain't nothing like the crib, you feel me? Ain't nothing like the crib. But at the same time, when you're talking about opportunities, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different perspective down here. You know, it's so many opportunities, so many open opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only downside to being a Chicago artist in Chicago is, you know what I'm saying, you kind of run into a crabs in a bucket mentality sometimes, as well as crab in a bucket situations. You know what I'm saying? You either trying to pull somebody down or you getting pulled down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So those that do, you know, make it out of the city, I salute them, because it ain't even really the execs or the people that don't want us. It's the other artists in general that kind of, you know, it's always some type of bicker and beef going on that don't allow the shine to be on the music. It's always on the beef and all the other bullshit. So
Yeah.
I if it was up to me, if I could make it, if I felt like I could do what I'm doing down here at the crib, I most definitely would. But you know,
Yeah.
Atlanta's beautiful though. I love Atlanta. I love the city. I love the culture. I'm a culture fanatic. So
Okay.
I really enjoy just being down here and seeing people protesting and black businesses and all these just beautiful black people being independent. That's a wonderful thing for me to see, and it inspires me to, you know, keep going. So I like both cities. I can't necessarily pick one, you know.
That's true. So, how would you describe Chicago's culture from Atlanta's culture? What's the huge difference that you see in those places?
So Chicago, you know, Chicago is an interesting city because a lot of people get inspiration from Chicago and Chicago's music and don't speak on it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
I can see
a lot of people, you'd be surprised how many artists in today's game and yesterday's game and the day before that have, you know, taken something from what we built, whether it be drill music, house music, spoken word, stuff like that. Like, it's certain things that are rooted in Chicago's culture that you just can't duplicate or replicate, you know. I think the only difference in Atlanta versus Chicago is Atlanta just has a lot more versatility.
Okay.
Off rip. You know, like a lot of the people that I met from Atlanta that rap, every one of them have been different. But it's hard for them to keep that, you know, not get the tag of I'm from Atlanta, so this is the kind of artist I am.
Yeah.
Versus from Chicago, before even, you know, in Chicago, before people even hear my music, they be like, oh, it's all type of stuff that come out the Midwest.
Yeah.
People already expect that. So I think it's just kind of like it's a settling point between culture and music. That's all it is. With Chicago and the whole drill scene, you know, you had your Keefs, your Dirks, your Ducks, your King Louis, your Spenzos, and all of them. And they matched it. They were actually doing what they were talking about. They was matching the image.
Yeah.
Versus down here, you can have somebody with green hair and a purple leather suit, and pew pew, mama blood, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody like, you know what I'm saying. So it's just different. Like, you know what I'm saying. I haven't seen so much of people that don't look like what they talk about doing what they doing.
Yeah.
So it's just more of a surprise to me. But I think that's the only difference. Is you still find a nice variety of artists in both places.
That's true.
And both got a lot to offer. Atlanta got something to say, like Three Stacks said, for sure.
No, facts. So, with that being said, your music, where would you categorize your music? And because when I listen to your music, you gave me, like I said before, like a Travis Scott vibe.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just like, so me finding out that you're from Chicago, but you sound like Travis Scott. You know, Travis Scott, or you have a similar, like you just give me his vibe. So, where would you put your music?
So I would, if I had to put myself in a category, because I honestly hate putting myself in the box, because I drop so many different things.
You do, you really do.
But I would say alternative rap,
Okay.
alternative club rap.
Okay.
If I had to, I have, there are two sides to Leezy Graii. You got the R&B Leezy Graii, and then if I had to put the other one in the box, I would say like alternative club rap.
Okay, I can see that definitely.
Because the goal with some of the music you heard was to make stuff that could play in the club, but have a specific amount of realism to them, where I was talking about real situations, but it was jumpy enough and energetic enough for somebody to get drunk and high to. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm talking about heartbreaks and depression and all that stuff, but people so blinded by the beats and the sounds, but I try to incorporate all of that in one. So that's why I just say alternative.
So how do you come up with your songs when you're writing these songs, besides, your emotions and what you're going through?
Man, it's different for every song. Every single song is different. Like, sometimes I'm making songs with the intention of putting them on a project, and sometimes I'm making songs just to vent. Like, this stage in my life has not necessarily been one where I've been. It's been easy for me to communicate with others in terms of what's going on with me and what I'm feeling, and so that mic has been my main source of therapy. And so a lot of those songs weren't even really meant to come out. It was just I let enough people listen to them and got enough green lights to say, okay, let's put that on a project, or let's put that out. But a lot of the times, like, it's really just a simple formula. Find a beat. Find a beat. Once I find a beat, it's going to click. A melody, some words, something is going to click, and then I just play Mad Lib. I just fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Because I don't, very rarely, because I'm always, it's some type of music always pumping through me, even when it ain't nothing playing. Like, I got something playing in my head, so it don't take me long to get the rhythm of something. And get in the mode. And once I get in that mode, then it's about, okay, what direction am I going to take with this? Am I going to use this specifically to perform? Am I going to use this specifically to just put on a project and it needs to be an interlude or a bonus track or whatever? Like, I try my best to be super strategic and logical with what I make and how I make it.
Okay. If nobody has, like, let's say the people that have yet to tap in with you, what song would you recommend them to listen to?
Ooh. I would say Insecure.
Insecure, why?
Insecure. So Insecure is like I said, one of them realism songs. And Insecure is basically based on a situation I was in with a girl where, I was in one of them bogus ass situationships. And I was just enamored by the fact that she didn't feel the need to give me what I was giving her. And although I wanted to blame it on something, I wanted to say this is the reason why, I couldn't say it because I knew she would call me insecure. And so I was just rolling through some beats one day, and I found some shit, and I had it turned all the way up, so I almost blew out the damn speakers. But when I was listening to it, and the word just came out. You said you love me, why would you lie? You seen my call, didn't reply. I don't want to say it's some other guy because you'll call me insecure. I don't want to do this no more. Hard. And everybody that listens to that, they do like, that's hard. But I'm like, you don't even hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's situations like that I was like, if I would have pick a song specifically for somebody if they ain't never heard it. I want them to listen to that stuff before they get to the club stuff, because I feel like although I'm good at that, anybody can make that. Like, let's get to the stuff that defines me as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any music videos out?
Okay, no. And here's why. So I was in a little indie situation at 15. Keep jamming. They were really like young and just starting out too, so they didn't necessarily know what they were doing, but they had, you know, a specific amount of money put behind it, and they were going the EDM route. I was the only rapper associated with them. Okay. So although they pushed me, you know, that wasn't necessarily the goal for them. So I went my own route with them and said, okay, if this is how y'all going to do it, then, you know, allow me to do what I'm going to do while I'm with y'all. Y'all just be my backbone. So in the process of that, from like maybe 15 to 17, I made 5 videos. 3 of them dropped. It's now 1 left. And that's the first video I ever made. And that's just for, you know, that's just a history note for me. That's the only reason I left that up. Yeah. But it was really just, you know, if I'm being honest, because I really don't give a fuck about being honest. It's just bad business. You know what I'm saying? The guy I was working with at the time, you know, knew I was young. And he was sending me in a whole bunch of different directions because it was more about the money for him. Of course. And so come time to do the last couple of videos, the edits just got worse and worse. The effort just got worse and worse. And it was like, okay, I have a way to do consistent videos now, but now the guy that's doing it isn't doing what I need him to do. And although I'm not paying them top dollar, I'm, you know, 16, 17 at the time. This is all I can afford. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the money I'm making off of that at the time, I'm probably making off of, you know what I'm saying, selling mixtapes and hustling, like, you know what I'm saying, between working the street a little bit, making my own mixtapes from 12, 13, and going out on the block and selling them. Like, I would take that money and reinvest it into things like that. And at the time, like in Chicago, you feel me, everybody had a video. Like, everybody that was making music at the time had a video. It didn't matter if it was trash. It didn't matter. Everybody had a video, so it was like, I need something. Yeah. But the older I got and just started to look back at some of that stuff, even before I took it down, I was like, it was never worth putting that kind of time into that, because it wasn't what I wanted. It was what I needed at the time to help me take another stepping stool in terms of learning. Yeah. And the knowledge of what to do and what not to do when dealing with, you know. But I definitely should have, you know, made some better business decisions. But like I said, I was young at the time. Yeah, so definitely young. I have a video for Thigh Pocket on the way, and I got a video for My Way coming very soon. So I'm, like I said, before we started, I'm starting over. Yeah. You know, I'm starting over. Outside of what's already on my YouTube channel, like, I want to resurface as Leezy Graii, the same Leezy Graii people know, but, you know, a different person altogether, a different artist, different culture I'm bringing to the table, like everything.
Okay, and then like you said, we had spoken about that earlier before we started rolling and stuff like that. So what made you want to start all over and kind of just take everything down and come and present yourself again?
I really just, like, I'm very specific about myself as an artist. I'm very specific and logical with what I do, and I'm understanding of the fact that everybody isn't going to understand it. Jim, artist, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, be able to take constructive criticism, but stop giving a fuck. Bleep. But for real, be able to take constructive criticism, but stop allowing people to determine who you are as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's one of the main reasons I'm starting over is I spent a lot of years letting other people determine who I was as an artist, making music but not feeling like I had the freedom to make what I want to make because there were certain requirements for me to quote unquote make it.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe you made it, you made it. The only thing after that to do is play Mad Lib, fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
You know, but it starts with the confidence of I got it. And I ain't got it all the way. I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a position just like every other independent artist is.
Yeah.
If it was that easy, I would be where I wanted to be. But it's not about looking at it like, oh, if, woulda, coulda, shoulda. So what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here, I'm breathing, so I got another opportunity to, you know,
That's so
show myself
true.
differently. And that's what I'm doing right now is just completely resurfacing and not necessarily bringing out a new me,
Mm-hmm.
but a new energy.
I respect that. No, that's true facts, though. I feel like a lot of people don't think about it like that. They're like, they just think, okay, I'm going to get these millions, kind of just flash the money, this, that, and third.
No.
But your mindset is so different and so far. Like, yo, I'm already in this. Like, you're already in the industry.
Yeah.
So you just got to go up higher and higher,
Yeah.
which is really dope. But also, when you were talking about music videos and stuff like that, a lot of people, you're not just a rapper or music artist. You're a creator all around.
Right.
So with you being a creative, I remember last week we were talking, and you're coming actually with a film.
Yes.
So
yes.
how is that? So with your music videos that you're creating,
Mm-hmm.
are you directing all that? Are you being
Yes.
okay? So
Yeah.
how is that? How do you bring that to the film world, or how does that help out? What's the difference between those two?
Okay, so in film, like some of my favorite filmmakers are people like Tarantino,
Mm-hmm.
Scorsese, Jordan Peele. It's a certain amount of imagery that I feel like is required to make a good film.
Mm-hmm.
And they play hand in hand in music videos and in film. I think the way I'm going to eventually incorporate the two after I drop this movie is I'm going to start breaking down my movies in parts through my music videos.
Okay.
So after I drop this debut film so everybody can get a taste of, you know, what's to come, all of my music videos after that will be parts to a film.
Okay.
And, you know, the themes of those music videos will just be simply based around that scene. So it's going to get interesting. It's going to get really interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it because I've never heard anybody, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but set it up like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's honestly, I think that's amazing because you're just thinking, like I said, so beyond it, and you're, like you said, you have a strategy the way you move.
Yeah.
So what's one thing you wish somebody would have told you before being in this creative industry?
Shut the hell up. Listen. And it ain't that they didn't tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
They just told me that in like a different way. Like, it wasn't like it was like a listen to anybody who has advice kind of thing.
Oh, sometimes that ain't the way to go.
You feel me? At all, shorty. Like, that's not the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think the one thing I wish somebody would have told me
Mm-hmm.
coming into it was don't overdo the showcase thing.
What do you mean by that?
There are a lot of independent artists out here right now
Facts.
that are spending their very last dollar to perform in showcases. That's a no-go. I understand wanting to invest in your career
Mhm.
and invest in being able to perform and get your face out there, and it's cool.
Mhm.
I did it too.
Yeah, you should, but a certain
My
extent.
very first show in Atlanta when I was 17 was Coast to Coast at Harlem Nights. That is, I believe, is now Life ATL.
I don't know.
I think, but before that, it was Harlem Nights downtown. Paid $300 for that show. I didn't even make the top 5.
No way. Really?
So
Damn.
at 17, $300 is something. Shit, and when you grown, $300 is something.
No facts.
You know what I'm saying? But at 17, it's like a band.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me to have, I was the amount of disappointment I felt when I left that show, because I felt like I was good enough.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell y'all something now. 8, 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna be about who good enough. It ain't gonna be about who got the better music. It ain't gonna be about who got the most talent. It's gonna be about your image. What you look like, what you dress like, how many people did you bring with you? Are they singing a song with you? Are they coming up to the front when you're doing it? You got to be real strategic if you're gonna go the showcase route, because it's a lot of niggas out here finessing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people out here finessing these artists out of their money every single weekend,
Yeah.
and out here making bank, and then they get on Instagram and be like, yo, we got the hottest independent show in Atlanta. Y'all come down. And then you go sign up, and you don't realize until day of that the only way you could perform free is if you brought 5 people and you just wanted to show your face. Now you got to get them $50, $75, $100 that you didn't have, so you can get in and perform, for you to not even have a chance to win. Because even though his song is weaker than yours, he brought 30 people with him, and all of them know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you unless you just got money to blow, don't go the showcase route. Find other places to put your money that can help promote your brand and get your face out there.
What do you feel has helped you promote yourself?
Well, number one, like I said, just thinking strategically. I try my best to look at reactions. Like,
Okay.
pay attention to views, insights. What are people listening to the most? What are they not listening to the most? If I'm in a crowd of maybe more than 5 or 10, and I'm able to play my music, what songs did they react to without them knowing that it was my song?
Okay.
Take that. Okay, some more songs can we make like this? Okay, let's take it to an exec. Let's see what he say about these 5. He liked that one. Okay, let's take that one, put that one on the project. Like,
Okay.
it's broken down to a T. So
Yes.
it's hard for me. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you just got to take your time. You really just have to take your time. Like, there is no rush in art, in real art. You can't,
That's facts.
you cannot rush real art. The minute you call yourself rushing real art, you're going to get fake art, because that's just like trying to fake energy. Trying to fake art is just like fake energy. That's like coming around somebody that you don't like.
Mhm.
Every day you wake up, you hate the thought of this nigga. And you see them in person,
Yeah.
you just like,
Yeah.
people gonna know your energy fake regardless of how much you try to smile.
That's facts.
And if you try to rush a solution, it probably can make the situation worse.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to have the same approach with music. Like, you have to be patient. You have to take your time.
Mhm.
And then once you find a solution that works, then you'll realize this was never worth rushing, because if I would have rushed it, I would have ran right past what I was trying to look at in the first place. You running your own race at the end of the day. You might have, you ain't really got no competition till you made it to the big leagues. Right now, you are your only competition.
I feel like even though then, like Moneybagg says, is his own competition is himself because nobody's making whatever. Like Lil Baby, only competition. Even though people might say Dirk is his competition, but it's like Lil Baby is Lil Baby's competition. Can he come harder? Travis Scott, is he gonna come bigger than Astroworld? You know, like I heard.
Yeah.
So that's just like, dude, you're really
He
your own
is.
competition. He
And
is.
I said it. If you mad, I don't care.
I can't wait for Travis to drop his new.
Listen, what's
album.
Utopia?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Have you
Let
ever
me-
seen him in concert?
Yeah,
Me too,
buddy.
yeah.
I seen Travis in concert. I was just telling my baby this. I just seen Travis in concert when I was 18, 19. He was at Infinite Energy Arena in Duluth.
Yeah, I used to love it.
And this was during the Damn Tour. At the time, my top three artists that I was listening to at the time was Kendrick, Big Baby Drum, and Travis.
Mm-hmm.
That was the top three like on my playlist at the time.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick dropped Damn. They go on the tour, and these three are headlining it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, ain't no way I can't get tickets to this. So I begged. I was like, anybody that act like y'all love me, go ahead get this ticket.
Yeah.
My mama popped up with the ticket. So me and my homie ended up going. And I'm talking about, we were sitting in the nosebleeds too.
I've been in the mosh pits before. It's just for Travis Scott. Oh.
Man, the energy. I was just showing her. I was just showing you the YouTube video. Like the energy is different.
Oh my god. Now I want to show you mine.
It's just different. And Travis Scott. Remember I was telling you, like Travis Scott is like my top two. Well, my second favorite rapper of all time. He's in my top 5.
With that being said, who are your other top rappers? Favorite rappers?
Top 5 or 10?
5.
Top 5.
Make it cook.
Kanye, Travis Scott, Ears, Project Pat, and Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Why those 5?
Those are my favorite artists and rappers.
All right. Why those? Why them?
So, even though I'm from the Midwest and I'm a real authentic blue line baby, Kids in Jackson to the fullest all day. A lot of my influence from hip hop comes from the South, because I listen to a lot of Mystical, a lot of Ludacris, a lot of Project Pat, Playa Fly, like just so many Andre 3000, like so many Southern artists growing up that it just became, one of my biggest influences. So that's how Project Pat got in there, because Mr. Don't Play album is one of my favorite albums of all time, with Chicken Head and Ooh Nothing and all that joint on there. Travis and Kanye came hand in hand, because like Kanye is one of my just favorite people all the time. Like I've always looked up to Kanye. I've always said, given the opportunity to take a major situation at will and I had options, I would always go with Kanye.
Okay.
I would always be, I would love to be on the Good Music roster. Hello. So, Kanye, Travis. Ears is actually, it's a funny story with E. Like, I started listening to E in Chicago right before I came down here when he dropped Work Your Muscle. Boom. When I came down here, I actually was 315 at my biggest the entire time. Yeah.
What? No way.
I
For
was
real?
315, yeah.
What? I can't imagine that, honestly.
I was a big guy. And then the whole time, like, Work Your Muscle by Ears was one of the main songs on my playlist in the process of me just trying to work out and lose the weight. And he was just a big inspiration for me, because I'm big on energy. That's one of my things with Travis Scott, is outside of just his music, his ability to control the energy of the crowd at a live performance is just different.
Yeah.
And
I love him.
the kind of energy that Travis Scott brings on stage live E brings in his music,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crazy. Like if he makes something, if he makes something right now in this studio and perform it to you just like right after he made it, you'll think you in a real concert.
No, facts.
And he's a different breed. So with him doing that, and I'm big on energy too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have almost killed myself on multiple occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing too much on stage. But I don't care. If I can't die on stage, I don't want to die nowhere. Truth be told, if I'ma just go ahead and drop dead, I'd rather do it in front of a mic on stage because I done gave it my absolute all than, just do it without a cause. But Kanye, Travis, E. Who else I say? Kendrick, of course. I don't know if you remember Look Out for Detox.
Honestly, I have to hear it and be like, oh, that's the song. Yeah.
I forgot how to Fire Emotions movie, and then got a Sweet 16 inside my opinion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When he had the little checker shirt on with the Scully,
Yeah.
and him and Schoolboy was talking about you ugly nigga. Like that was the start of me listening to Kendrick, and then by the time he got the Backseat Freestyle, I was like, okay, something is different about this guy.
Kendrick
So I
is
started studying him,
Mm-hmm.
and I got attracted to Kendrick's music because when I first started rapping, like I wasn't on none of this auto-tune stuff.
Okay.
I was straight boom bap. I'm gonna give you every lyric I could possibly give you type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me to get down here and be forced to make club music. You know what I'm saying? That eventually got me to saying, okay, now I need to blend the two. And I think I'm creative enough to blend the two. So
Definitely.
thank you. So that's been an attempt. But yeah. And then, like I said, Project Pat just came from my southern influence.
Yeah.
And my sixth man would be Frank Ocean.
Oh, Frank
Definitely.
Ocean's hard.
I have to, if I'm mentioning my favorite artist, I have to mention Frank.
Yeah. I'm
That's
surprised
where
he
this
was in
came
your top
from.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I was gonna ask you, so from all their music videos, what music video from those top 6 you gave me, what artist music video would you want to be a part of? Because I feel like Travis Scott, that's who I see you working with. Because Travis Scott's video.
Like in terms of directing?
Directing the video.
Oh, which one of them artists would I want to work with the most
Yeah.
to direct a video? I would have to say E. I would have to say Ears.
Really?
And the reason being is because, ironically, me and Ears ended up becoming good friends.
Okay.
Like after, the whole process of me losing the weight or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
he was around me the entire time because he was going to clubs that I was working at. And I used to see him all the time and never knew it was him. By the time we finally had a chance to have a conversation, it really was just like a high and by thing. That happened probably like 12 times. About the 13th time, when I spoke to him, he came to me
Okay.
and was like, Stewie Rock told me about you.
Mm-hmm.
And Stewie was like, this kid hard, blase, blase. And he just started dropping gems in my ear. I'm at work. He in the club partying.
Yeah.
We standing at the door. I got a broom in my hand. He dropping gems in my ear for 10 minutes straight. Like, don't be afraid to keep working. You need to make this move. Talk to this person about, And then from there, we just started being like, oh, you know this person? Oh, you know this person? Yeah, that's the homie, that's the homie, that's the homie. And then eventually it was just like, okay, yeah. And then we ended up both in the studio one day.
Yeah.
Drunk off our ass. And he was like, bro, let's make a song. Because I produced something specifically for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was preparing to pay him. I was saving up to pay him for a feature. He was like, bro, let's get it done. While I'm here, let's get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, it's been nothing but love with bro. So be able to reach out and touch him personally, and I know he gonna trust my instinct.
Yeah.
I will have to do it, and he gonna give it a different kind of energy every time.
Yeah, that's hard. And you did say that you have more music with him, right?
Yeah, I got some unreleased stuff with E. I don't know if he gonna drop it or not, cause I was just telling my girl about this. Like, he really likes my R&B stuff. He really like my R&B stuff. So it's kind of hard to convince him that some of the music we made, we need to do more stuff too, cause he be like, yeah, that's hard, but that track you sent me, and I'll be like, man, okay. So hopefully, I'm gonna chop it up with him eventually, but hopefully, we get a chance to display some of that stuff. But there will be something coming with me and him for sure, whether it be a video song or anything. I had an idea, and this is the first time I'm saying this out loud. I actually had an idea to cast him in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So,
is it the movie you were telling me about? I can't wait to see that come together, because guys, this shit is hard. Like, the whole concept of it, the way you like explain it to me is like, yo, I can already see it, but you actually put that visual out. I'm excited to see it, and the way you're moving about it is like you said, you really stress it. Guys, long week, okay?
Of course.
But the way you move about everything is just really awesome. Like, you know what you're doing, and that's why it's just like, no, I believe that everybody's like, yo, you're gonna make it no matter what you do, because you're a hustler. You're hustling out here creatively. You don't only do music, you produce, you direct, you want to act as well, right?
Yeah, I'm starring in the film, but I have acting experience. Like, I've done musicals, I've done stage plays.
Yeah, I remember you spoke about that
stuff
before.
like that. So this film thing, to be behind the camera, it's not necessarily like a huge change, but it's a change because I wrote the movie. So I'm in the process of doing casting right now to just see what kind of chemistry I can build with people. Natural chemistry. So once we go on screen, it'll be easy for me to be able to direct and act.
Yeah.
At the same time, I feel like if you got a team with real chemistry, it's easier to just bounce back and forth than trying to do it with a bunch of random people. And now I got to be like, okay, I need you to,
Yeah, no, I feel it.
bring in understudies and all that other crap.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I definitely feel you with that. But, all right, so where can we find you at? Where can we reach you at? And then if you were talking about earlier dropping stuff, when are we going to get these dates? Do you have any dates for any albums, music visuals?
Okay, so I have my debut album called My College Dropout.
Okay.
That's dropping next month, August.
Okay.
That's almost done. I'm not giving a specific date only because I just want to listen to it one more time for me, and just get a good feel of what I'm putting out before I put it out. But I do believe that I have an amazing product. So I got the debut album, My College Dropout, dropping next month. The Mud, the film, should be here by either the end of this year or the beginning of the next year.
Okay.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Leezy Graii, Leezy Graii. Everything with that handle, Leezy Graii. Follow my YouTube channel, Leezy Graii Music. Most of my most recent music that I've made and put out is on that channel. But I also have singles on all platforms. I just dropped a single called Thigh Pocket July 3rd. That's now on all platforms, so go stream that and check that out. But other than that, I'm really just in the process of living right now. Like, I haven't done enough living in my last 3 years of existence. Like, I've lived, but I've lived based on living life's experience. I haven't had a chance to relax and lay back and feel like I can be relaxed and laid back in the process of me creating. So now I'm readjusting my brain.
With that too,
Yeah.
actually, because my people, they're like, Diana, you always say you're gonna take a break, and then, hey, I actually have an interview next week, but I need to take a break.
But at the end of the day, it's a constant grind. And like I said
definitely.
before, artists, everybody ain't gonna get it. Everybody ain't supposed to get it. I don't give a damn about nobody getting what I'm trying to do, because what I'm doing ain't for them. What I'm doing is for my community. When I get where I'm trying to go, and I can look up and say I really made it. All that money going back to my community.
I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have enough to put in my pocket, take care of my wife, my children, all that good shit. But for the most part, East Garfield Park, Chicago, Illinois is going to have some work being done as soon as I'm in the opportunity to do so, because I feel like I owe them that.
No, that's hard. That's hard. Honestly, we could keep on talking for hours, to be honest with you. But guys, like I said, everything will be linked down in the description box below. Wow. But until next time, just stay locked in, like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'm not missing anything else. I don't know, I always forget. But it's your girl Diana. Until next time.
Say you love me, say you love me.